I've got to be honest, it's kind of weird to me that this museum, Passwater Cove, has nothing to do with Curator Class 4. We need to go to Bungle Wasteland and Pebberly Heights and get 1 star on both of those. And then also, I think, we need to get bronze in Remote Rock Pop-Up Exhibition, which is this one. It is a marketing exhibition where we have to run a hit exhibition by attracting guests and hyping up the collection. Now, this is something I think I would like to do. I'm just not thinking we're going to do it today. We can do it between whatever our next museum is going to be and whatever museum is going to be after that. The problem that I have is I don't know which museum I want to go to, because Passwater Cove, well, it features water, so I would assume a marine life collection. We have Bungle Wasteland, which is groundbreaking. We're going to experiment with an abandoned science facility and see why the oasis has turned green. And we have Pebberly Heights, which looks very cool. We're going to be investigating an alien artifact that crash landed on Pebberly Island. Now that sounds really interesting as well. I like the sound of all of them, and I don't know which one I want to go for. Now, I did say that it might be fun to go to Passwater Cove at some point and try and get, 3 stars or 4, or I want to say there's probably room for 5 stars across the bottom here, so that might be the long-term goal. I really want to play with this marine life collection, though. That seems like it would be a really fun thing to do. So, because I said we would do that after we get 2 and 2 on good old Memento Mile and Wayland Lodge, I think we're going to put a pin in Curator Class 4, and I think we're going to go to Passwater Cove.
For all the subjects we discuss in depth across the county, the planet, and the universe, our understanding of the sea is still remarkably shallow. Our limited knowledge means there's very little public interest in the oceans, but with such low enthusiasm, the county won't fund the infrastructure to learn anything new. Something has to give, or stay the same indefinitely, I suppose.
Welcome to Passwater. Things may have dried up lately, but for centuries, this seaside town served as the bridge between the terrestrial world and the aquatic not land of Wetlantis. Today, most people have never even heard of Wetlantis. The county lost interest in the oceans, and nobody's seen a Wetlantian in a dozen generations. For now, you're left with the legend, some ruins, and a sea full of fish. Hire a marine life expert and see if you can improve the place. Sorry. So, we're building another museum, as is sort of the point of the game at this stage. I'm sure you're not surprised that we're building another museum. I've also just noticed the way they've done this layout for the little ticket booths, and I really appreciate that and think it looks really cool, but I would like to just go in and add this part, because I think it makes sense to have those come out here as well. I know it's not necessary, but I like the idea of doing that, and I think it looks pretty cool. I also really like the idea of just running these across and forcing people into this space, which again is completely unnecessary, but I like the idea of doing it. I'm just not going to, because we don't have unlimited money right now. So what I think we're going to do is go in here and get ourselves a marine life expert. You are a fish whisperer, so Jimmy Light, we're going to hire you. I love the color of their coats. I love it. I love the sort of tealish blue color. I'm going to get 2 of them though, because I think that's going to be super useful. I am going to get us some assistants as well. We'll get Pedro vibes, and we will go for, let's see, Kendall Ginger. We'll get you as well. And then what we'll do is get a janitor. We'll go for Walter Radical, dude. And we'll get ourselves some security. I think Polly, and we'll go for 1 more just because we can. Montgomery Blunder. What a name. Absolutely a family name is what that is. Now, we do have some exhibits in here. We have the Coral Coronet, which is a lovely little crown. And we have the Wetsuit of Armor. It's a great name. That's amazing. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. I do want to get rid of these little info stands, though, because we can do better than those. is what we can do, because obviously we did manage to unlock the glass info stands, which look so much better. I love them so much. I really do. I love them. I love them so much. They look so cool. I love anything printed on glass is just instantly like awards. Like, don't get me wrong, the Oscars, they're pretty cool looking statues, but if they were made of glass, yeah, they'd look a lot. They'd be like, they're already pretty up there as far as, you know, exclusive kind of high profile awards go, but imagine if it was made of glass, right? I'm hoping everyone's with me on this, that glass awards for some reason just kind of have that a bit more of an aura to them. Anyway, doesn't matter if you don't agree, I'm right anyway. It's my video and I'll say what I want. Let's see, what kind of decorations can we get in here? We have a turtle decal, which I'm hoping I can use to cheat the way I have cheated in the past, and I absolutely can go ahead and use the turtle decal to cheat my my decoration a little bit. I would like to bring the decoration in here up a little bit more. So I'm kind of thinking a marine life banner right there and right there. We'll get both of these guys up to level 5, which is great. We'll swap this out for a cool starfish, and we'll swap this out for a stone seahorse. All right. I don't know. I don't know what's getting into me today. I am on one, apparently. Anyway, all we need to do here is, and a staff room. I also need bathrooms. I need a lot of things is what I need. All right. Let's very quickly deal with those things, what we need. I think a staff room probably doesn't need to be front and center. I think a bathroom, on the other hand, probably should be relatively front and center. This is going to get rid of some walls, but honestly, sure. That'll be totally fine. I'm thinking we're not going to go for the gold this time. We can stay away from the good old gold is what we'll do. And we'll put the sinks down here. We'll put some hand dryers, or a hand dryer right there. And that should be totally fine. I think we can get away with that. I would like to put a proper little, I want the Wetlantian bin. We're going to have to work towards that. For the time being, can I get a regular bin in here? It is going to be a, no, I can. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll sell the items that we don't want, which is fine. I love these benches. Oh, I love these benches. They look so good. Those are very, very cool looking benches. Very, very big fan of those. Let's do one there, and we'll do one there. I don't know if those guys are right against the wall or not. It looks like they are, so I think we got that right. Yeah, very, very big fan of that. In terms of a staff room, I think what we'll do is, I think it's probably towards the top. We'll go ahead and put it in this space. It can be relatively small, which I think is totally fine. We probably don't want to put it in the lobby area. So I think we'll just go here. And I think what we'll do is get our bandage box pretty much right there, right by the door. Seems like a good place for that. I don't think I want any vending machines this time around. I think I'm just going to use the couch to sort of separate things a little bit. So the couch can go right there. I think we can do a little TV in front of it, which is kind of expensive actually, but I think we'll manage. We'll put it sort of in the corner. I want to say the snacks table is maybe important, or maybe the coffee counter. We kind of need to feed them as well as give them coffee, right? Like that's kind of a thing. So maybe snacks like right in the corner, and then can I get the coffee counter next to it without blocking everything? I don't think I can, which is really unfortunate. I was hoping I could. I think I can do that though. No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. We can just do snacks and a water cooler, and hopefully that lets everybody into the room. It looks like it does. I'm not too sure that this thing's accessible anymore, but oh no, we're good. Yeah, that seems fine. I like that as a staff room. I'd like to decorate it with like a nice little rug though, just for a bit of color. I would like a clock, and I think a notice board right up in this wall seems like a good little addition, and that seems fine. It's a little bit compact, but it has everything that they need, and so it has everything that I need. Now, the good news is selling some tickets to this place is going to be relatively easy, and on top of that, I would imagine that the objectives for this museum are going to be pretty straightforward because we've been able to go here since really early on. Now, what we do need to do, and Now that I realize it is going to be simple, we need to put in some donation bins. Now I can't put one here, annoyingly. It needs line of sight to the exhibit. So I'll put one here, and I guess I'll put one here. And hopefully that's going to let us get some donations relatively quickly. $250 is not all that much money. Wait, these are exhibits as well? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's very cool. That's very, very cool. Okay. I didn't realize we had like an outdoor section of the museum. Get rid of the, not the exhibit. No. Just the info displays need to go because I can put something so much better out here. These guys. In fact, I can just do one of these, which might make a lot more sense. Just put it like there and have that. Wait, that's just one. Oh, that whole thing is one exhibit. Oh, I need to change the pattern of the ground underneath this for that to make sense. This all looks so thrown together. It really doesn't matter, does it? It really, really doesn't matter what this looks like right now. I could spend, this is why I can do outdoor security cameras, of course. Oh, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Okay, let's do a large donation stand, I guess. I don't know where to put it. I think here probably makes the most sense. We'll move this guy to, I want to say here. We'll put it like in front of that part of the statue. We can copy it. We'll move it to say there. And I don't think that's central, so I'm going to move you over by 1. There we go. That looks fine. I'm okay with that. That's okay. Ahoy there. I'm Rustina Fishman. And if you want to go catch fish, I'm the person you should ask about that. Huh? Okay. Seriously. There's not a person atop this county that knows the 2-point C. Should I do a... There's not a person atop this county that knows the 2-point C better than me. The mayor people of Atlantis, maybe, but they're long underwater. Old Rustina's the best you got, and if you want my advice, I don't know where this voice is going, before you start catching fish, you'll need to build an aquarium from the rooms list. Okay. All right. The fish needs to be displayed in aquariums. Guests will view an aquarium and all the exhibits living there as a single display. When viewing an aquarium, guests gain buzz for all the fish inside. Populate your aquariums with more fish for bigger buzz. Aquariums need water filters to sustain the water quality. The more fish, the more water filters required. An aquarium with inefficient filters will negatively impact the health of the fish inside. So, we need to build an aquarium is what we need to do. I don't have any idea how aquariums work, so I'm kind of excited to learn. It has to be a minimum 4x3. So I'm thinking the entire length of that. Wait, that's only 2. No! Oh, why couldn't it be better? I can do this though. That seems very cool. I also need a door for people to get in there, which, yeah, makes sense for my staff. We'll do this and we'll do a water filter basically like right by the door. And I think we'll do another water filter just way up here because that seems like it would make sense. We have aquarium plants. I have no idea what an aquarium looks like. So I'm just going to sort of dot these around a little bit. And I think I'm also going to try and use them to hide that water filter and maybe just sort of hide this little space as well. What is this guy? This is aquarium seagrass. Okay. This is a small aquarium rock. I'm going to have so much fun designing this. I'm going to have a really fun time building an aquarium here. I can tell this is going to be a really good time. We'll do a rock, say there. We have some coral, which I guess can go there. And we'll do a little bit there as well. And maybe another plant right here. Seems like a good idea. There's a lot of stuff we can unlock too. Some of it with kudosh, such as the treasure chest. We have 1,600 kudosh, by the way. So you know what? Give me this. And I want to put it right in that corner because I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Can I put a clock in here? I can. Okay. We're not going to. Sell everything we don't need. And that is our aquarium for now. That looks really good. Now that's one fine fishbowl. With an aquarium ready, it's safe to plan an expedition to the 2-point C. The tepid tides of Hogsport Peninsula should be a perfect spot for you to dip into marine life. Happy fishing. Thank you, Hagrid. let's okay. let's start an expedition to the 2-point sea is what we're gonna do. There are 3 things we can find here, 3 temperate fish. We need 1 expert to do this. We'll get you, I guess. Sure. That's what we're gonna do. I would really like to train that expert first, though. I realize I don't have, as I've said, I don't have infinite money right now, but I feel like training somebody for like survey skills to let me get better quality fish quicker is a good idea. So I kind of want to do that. I think that's kind of a good idea. So let's just give it a shot. We need a little 3x2 space. We're gonna put it right in that corner. We'll put the door right there. But this thing right there, we need the little desk as well so they can train. I might do 2 of those desks just because we can train multiple people at a time. And that's kind of useful to be able to do. So I think that's what we'll go for. We'll get some of these guys just to boost our ability to train effectively. So something like that seems pretty good. And you know what? We'll go ahead and build it. And that's going to be our training room. So if I go to my staff now and I go to my experts, we can go to you and say survey skills. Fish whispering is faster movement in aquariums. I don't really care about that. I do care about survey skills though, not survival skills, but survey skills for that survey boost. So we will get you trained up is what we will do. And then once that's done, we can go and start, you know what? For the first fish, I don't think it matters now that I think about it. So just autofill this, give you some bonus XP. You are going to potentially have a hull breach. That's not exactly ideal, but sure. I think we'll manage. If we're actually going to have better quality exhibits from this as well. I'll tell you what, we'll do the 20-day duration thing. That'll be fine. We'll send you out. We'll see what we get. I'm looking forward to getting, well, presumably fish. And you know what I think I'm going to do while we wait? I think I'm going to grab this guy and I want to put it like over here. I don't want to just take away from the aquariums completely, but I think putting it there is kind of a cool spot. And I think moving this guy and putting it sort of opposite is kind of a cool idea as well. So we could do something like, I don't know, I want to say something like this. And then we can go in, we can grab this wide glass info stand, put it right in the middle between them. And that way you can kind of look at it and then see the info. And I would imagine this will apply to any fish that we have in the aquarium itself, which seems like it would make sense. I also think like a glass info display right in that corner is pretty cool. And I think one right about there is pretty cool as well. So again, you'll be able to sort of see what's going on in the aquarium. One right in that corner might be good too, but we'll hold off on that. These guys will need decorations around them though, is the only thing. Obviously all of these waterfalls, that goes kind of a long way to decorating the space. We could do, oh, it has to be on a wall. That's a shame. I was really hoping it didn't have to be like just straight on the wall for this to work. We could do this though. Little fountain or something. We have these pillars as well. We have this hanging jelly. It's an interesting thing that we have there, I guess. We have some coral. I don't know. I didn't really think this through is what I'm discovering. I didn't really think this through. We might have to adjust my plan here. And I think I have an idea for how I can do that. I'm going to put a wall here is what I'm going to do. And then I would like to put this guy here and this guy here. And I think that's kind of cool. So that's like a little waterfall in the middle of the room. We'll move these guys to be closer to the waterfall so that they're kind of, you know, almost back to back like that. I think that's kind of neat. I don't want to make this space super enclosed. That's something I'm trying to avoid here. So I want to use glass partitions, I think. Something like that to kind of come around these guys. So they are enclosed, but it doesn't, you know, block the view of the aquarium. And I think that's okay. I think we can make that work. I'm not really, I'm kind of improvising. I don't know if it's obvious. It should be. All right, so this is kind of the idea that I'm willing to go with. Basically, you go in this way, you see the exhibits, you kind of walk around and see the entire aquarium, you see some more exhibits, and you leave the space. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if it's super efficient, but I think it's different and it's interesting enough that I'm willing to go with it. Now, if we look at what we got here, we do have an injury, which is fine, but I'm kind of curious to see what we're dealing with in terms of an exhibit. We got a clownfish. It's a very grumpy looking clownfish, but it's epic, which is good. So we'll go ahead and place it into this space, which is going to need flake food, apparently. Interesting. Ah, there they are, your very first fish. You always remember your first catch, but there'll be a memory sooner than later if you don't put some food in their aquarium. I don't know how to do this voice. Different kinds of fish require different kinds of food. You can check what a fish needs by selecting them and viewing their exhibit inspector. This fish eats. This fish eats flakes. I can't do it. Try placing the dispenser inside the aquarium. I don't know. Oh, I love that voice went to like so many places and none of them good. None of them were good. Oh, let's put this at the back here, which is fine. Decorate an aquarium to increase its decoration rating. Aquariums with a high decoration rating benefit fish well-being and improve guest entertainment. Why not provide a little more for our bipedal guests as well? Some marine life merchandise in the gift shop would do just that and be good for our income. Okay, so I can place an aquarium log as well as the onesie stand, which we already had, but I'll put this in here. That seems fun. Seems like a good thing. Did I have to do something with this? I don't know if I did. That fish, I think, is hungry, or was hungry. It seems to be okay now, which is great news. This is messiness and filter power, so it's totally fine. I think we're all right. Right? Like, I think, you know, people can come in, they can see the stuff here, and then they kind of leave that. We seem to be, oh my God. Look at them. That's amazing. Love that. Oh, I love that so much. Okay. Well, that's exciting. So we need to get another fish and we need to get a gift shop that actually makes us money, which we can totally do as well. So what I think we'll do is start an expedition. We'll go to here and we will autofill this. I want to use you because I want that bonus and I want to get you some XP as well. We'll go detailed for 45% and we'll get that started. Everything should be fine. I would really appreciate getting a cool gift shop in here. So I'm thinking we take out those benches and I'm thinking we build ourselves. It only needs to be 4x3, but I'm very tempted to go quite large with this. Something kind of that size might be interesting. And then we have a door on sort of both ends. One door exits into the exit space, one door exits into that space. Basically this and this. Similar to what we've done before. It's kind of a similar idea. I think we probably only need one of these. I've yet to see a situation where we need more than one little counter. We do have the marine life poster stand, which is very exciting. We'll put it against that wall right there. I would like some marine life bookshelves as well. I think that's kind of cool. We've got the trinket stands, which I think can go, I want to say in front of the door is probably fine for those. I don't think we need two of them, but I'm going to do two of them. The marine life onesies can go right down here. Very tempted to do two of those. Although again, not sure we need two of those. We can also do marine life little plushies down in these. Oh my God, they're amazing. They are amazing. We're absolutely doing one there. And we're absolutely doing one there because it looks pretty cool. I don't think there's much we're missing from this space now, which is great. We have about everything it's going to need. Does it need windows though? I want to say probably not. I want to say we're probably fine not having windows in this place. We could maybe do small ones there and there so you can kind of see the merch before you get here. But I think other than that, we're probably good. So let's go ahead and approve that. We'll sell what we don't need. And I would like to get someone that can work in that gift shop. So you We'll go for Kelly Pebble is what we'll do. And I want to get you set up so you're only going to be doing the gift shop things, which I'm fine with. A map kiosk, that's new. Okay. I'm all right with that. I want to get you two set up so that neither of you are going to be doing anything with the gift shop. That way I don't have to worry about you running off, which seems like a bit of a, well, it could be a bit of a problem. And hopefully people are going to be interested in using the gift shop. So I think what we'll do, just to make it all kind of come together, is have the carpet be a nice teal. And then the walls in here, we could go for tasteful blue this time. Yeah. I'm okay with that. It's not amazing, but it's okay. It is what it is. And I think we'll also just put one of these benches just back over here, because I think that's kind of a nice little spot for it. Right about there. Seems pretty good. So hopefully people use that thing. I'll be slightly annoyed if they don't, but at least we have opened up some space here. I think, is that a little 4 by something space, or is that 3 by something? I need to find out by building a room. 1, 2, it's 3. That's annoying. My hope was I could build a little staff room here and a bathroom here, because that might not be the worst idea in the world. We actually still can do that though, now that I look at the space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this staff room. Not that I think we need 2 of them right away, but I'm going to copy this staff room and put the door, if I can, right in here, which looks a bit weird now that I look at it. I was hoping I could get the door here, but I don't know if it's going to let me do that. Apparently it's too near another item, which is really unfortunate. Let's figure this out. I want the door to be right there. That's kind of important to me. And you know what? Even though we're losing the TV by doing this, I think that's going to be totally fine. And then what we can do is grab ourselves this bathroom. We can copy it. We can swing it around a little bit and it can live right about there. So that gives us another bathroom. It gives us another staff room. It gives us this entire space here to play with and room for another training room or whatever we need in this area if we happen to need anything. Now, let's get ourselves another fish. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I'm kind of hoping for something good, something different. It's a floating fish. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's epic, so I'm totally okay with that. We can go ahead and put it in there. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Ah, just look at him. I've never seen your fish so happy. I'd say you're ready to catch fish on a slightly larger scale. Take a wild net cargo item out on expeditions to catch 2 fish at once. A range of cargo items can be built in the workshop. Speaking of space, the museum seems to be out punching its fishbowl. Complete the plot objective of available plots to expand the museum. There's no such thing as too much water. Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's totally fine. Let's get a janitor that can work in a workshop. I'm gonna go ahead and hire good old Ozzy, and I think what we'll do is just train him to go and work in a workshop. I think that's a little bit easier than waiting around to hire somebody. We need to make a wide net in the workshop, of which we don't have one, so we will need to make a workshop and then complete an expedition to a Hogsport Peninsula, or to Hogsport Peninsula, with a wide net. So I think what we'll do is build a workshop, because that's apparently the next step that we have here. This needs to be 4 by 4, which is slightly unfortunate because I really don't have that much space to play with. If I'd sort of done these doors differently, I could have got it in this corner, but that's not going to be the case right now. This is only 3, which is slightly disappointing, because if it was slightly different, I can, well, you know what I can do? Hold on a minute. I have an idea. I have a big brain idea. Can I just move this room to here? And that's probably fine. I might have to rearrange it slightly, but I have possibly my best idea. If I just did this, right? We just kind of put everything the other way around for the training room. I'm just rearranging so much here today. It's great. Cell we don't need. That's our training room. And then the workshop is going to go in that corner. It needs to be 4 by 4. Oh my God, there's other doors. No, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, man. What was I thinking was going to happen here? There's other doors in the way. Of course there are. Okay. Although I guess this will work for the workshop. That seems totally fine. It's got so much glass around it. I don't love that people can just see into the workshop, but that's probably totally fine. I also decided to add a vending machine down here, which I might live to regret because it's going to attract a bunch of customers down there, or guests, as the technical term happens to be for a museum. I think what we'll do is get another couple of vending machines over here because we don't have a cafe and we don't have a, canteen. So that'll hopefully keep people nice and relatively happy is what we're aiming for. Once this guy's done with his training, we can go ahead and start working on a wide net in here is what we can do. We also have tuna forks. Interesting. They say giant metal fish were used to tune the great choir of Wetlantis and their damp piano. It's hard to say what they'll sound like above water. Let's see if it resonates. That's fair enough. Let's start this project so that we can go ahead and get this expedition with the wide net going. And I'm kind of wondering, is there a capacity on this thing? Oh, the capacity on this thing's great. Okay, I'll tell you what, while we're doing all of that, let's autofill this. Let's use the journal. Let's do a detailed expedition because I think it's going to take longer to make this than it will to do that expedition. We might as well get some more fish. And then hopefully eventually we can start getting some other exhibits so that I can fill out this space. Oh my God, the little shark hat thing. I need one. I need that in my life. Genuinely need that in my life. That's incredible. I also just noticed that the icon for the expeditions on the right changes because they're swimming. That's so good. I love this. I really do. It's very, very cool. So I suppose we should take a look and see what we're dealing with from that expedition. It's a flying fish. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking fish. We'll go ahead and put it in there, which is great. That's gonna be a bit more buzz for the aquarium. We also have the wide net, so immediately we're just going out on another one of these guys. I'd also like to see what we need to get this. So this is gonna need rapid restoration, which is totally fine. We also need buzz bonuses on 2 tropical fish exhibits. All right, and then this one is 4 temperate fish discovered and display a tropical aquarium. Interesting. So I would imagine very, very soon. Oh boy. Yeah. Very soon, I think we're going to be looking at some kind of tropical exhibit. Let's send out the wide net and see what we can do. And just while we're here, let's start working on another wide net, I suppose, is what we'll go for. I think we also only have 2 experts right now. So let's grab another one. Let's go for tour guidelines or whatever that bonus happened to be. I don't think we need a tour guide right now, but I'm realizing that with this little layout that I've got going, this is going to help for tours in the long run. Because what we can do is just put a tour guide here and then send them, to each exhibit along here, send them to the aquarium, then to each exhibit, and they're done. It's a nice little short tour. You sort of get to look at everything in the museum and then away you go. Back out the door, get lost, or go to the gift shop. That would help too. But either way, I think it works. So I'm totally here for it. I also kind of love the idea of having benches in here so that you can just sit and kind of look at the fish. Now I could use the Wetlantian benches, but I think these ones, I think the wood, like the warm tone of the wood just looks better. There's something about it that's just cooler. So I think that kind of makes the most sense for me. I do really like these guys. These are very, very cool, but this, yeah, that's just so much better. It's so much better. Oh God, not again. So far, things have gone swimmingly, but if you want to spark serious interest in the sea, you'll need a greater range of marine life on display. In terms of the county's warmer waters, Beverly Reef is relatively clear sailing. There hasn't been a shipwreck in years. Tropical fish need to be kept at a warm temperature, unsurprisingly. Build a new aquarium with this water heater. Oh, God. Oh, man. If you're still watching this video, I applaud you and I appreciate you. I'm 31 years old. Okay. Let's place you in there, which is great. Was I not supposed to get a second one of those? Oh my god, I got two pristine clownfish. Not bad. Okay. Oh man, what is my job? What is what is my career? Oh god. Okay. So this needs to be 4 by 3 is what I need to do. I think this space right here is kind of perfect for another aquarium. I think that's a pretty cool spot is what I think. So I'm gonna put the door for this thing right there. We need the water heater in here. So let's do a water heater right by the door, since I think that kind of makes a bit of sense. And I would like to do another one up there, as well as a water filter, because I think that makes, wait, do I need I do need the filter as well, right? I think that cleans it. So we'll do the filter, and then maybe another filter by this heater as well, just to sort of have them right next to each other. Also, can I do multiple? Ooh, I can. I'm not going to, but I could do multiple entrances and exits, which is pretty cool. I think what we'll do though is get this thing right in the middle. We'll get some plants sort of near it. We'll get some plants sort of down here to kind of hide things a little bit, because I think that's only fair. So something kind of this way. We'll get some plants up this way to hide those guys too, since it kind of just hides our crimes a little bit. We're bringing some city skylines logic into 2 Point Museum, which is I think fair enough. Let's see. We have this treasure chest, which I think is pretty cool. So I think we'll put it, I want to say, where do I want to put it? I think back there is kind of a cool spot for the treasure chest. So something like that is totally fine. We'll do a little bit of coral, maybe here, and a little bit back there. And I think we're probably good. I would like to get this archway, but I think we'll leave it for now. We'll just approve that. We're going to sell what we don't need. That's a pretty good looking aquarium. That's not bad. I like that a lot. Now you're on a roll, and the new aquarium's at a roll and boil. It's time to explore Pebbly Reef. Here are the designs for a wide tropical net. Okay. Look, I might routinely abandon series and games on this channel. I might routinely quit them, but I am not a quitter when it comes to voices for stupid characters in video games, okay? Let it never be said that I gave up on that character's voice. Not permanently, anyway. There's been some moments of weakness so far in this one video, and there will be many more, but that's fine. That's what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's we'll get those info boards there. I think what we'll do is also get some benches just right in front of this thing. I love the benches. I really love the benches. I love the idea of sitting. Here's the thing. I've never been to a proper aquarium. I would love to go to one of those aquariums that has like the glass tunnel that kind of goes through the thing. I know it's not, I will say, I know it's not great. It's not always great for the fish. I'd love to go to one that's like the best it can possibly be for the fish and stuff like that. An ethical one, ideally. The most I've been to is like this sort of aquarium thing where I was able to like hold, it was in the water. Like they had like this big tank, and every now and then, like once or twice a day, they would bring this small little shark into the tank. It was, they called it a shark. I don't know if it was this is Northern Ireland. I just want to be clear. It might not have been a shark. It probably, whatever it was. They said it was a type of shark. My point being, you could reach in and put your hands under it and sort of like hold it. You couldn't lift it out of the water because one, it was heavy, and two, you weren't allowed to. But I saw that. I pet a shark and also a stingray thing, like one of the big flat ones that has like the arms that go, you know, like the arms. There's two things wrong about that sentence, and I'm gonna stick with the arms. It has the its whole body is like a fin, you know what Anyway, we need to unlock Pepperly Reef. So let's see how we do that. Sure. Great. Okay, set up the expedition. That's fine. Oh my god. At least we're not gonna get lost at sea. That's good. Wide tropical net. Let's do it. Let's do it. And yeah. Oh man, I'm having a great day. I'm having a good day. Anyway, while I was processing the various things that I have said so far, I decided to go through and just sort of redecorate the place a little bit. I thought a nice sort of blue and white theme kind of made sense. So that's what we've gone for. We also have a crate on the helipad, so let's take a look at what we're dealing with. We should be getting 2 of the flamboyant fish. Long believed to be hand-painted, they're not. Okay, so these guys need to go in here, and they also eat flake food, which is fine. Great job. The museum is up and running with a diverse collection of marine life exhibits, and you're ready to go for a 1-star rating. Recognition from the Department of Culture will allow you to construct a marine sonar and head deeper into the 2-point sea. Who knows what you might find? Yes, that's the idea. Who knows what we might find? Presumably more fish. One would assume more fish will be involved. These guys want the flake food as well. We'll go ahead and put it in there so they're nice and happy and fed. We need 2 aquariums with a level 5 decoration rating. We only have 1 right now. This one is at 4. So if I go in here and I just add like another couple of plants, I guess, I suppose that's probably going to help. Oh, this can like clip into things. That's cool. All right. I'm okay with that. I think I've just done the thing I needed to do, which is great. So let's put some plants there and there as well, because I think that looks pretty good. We need museum level 10. We need an aquarium with 60 buzz and $750 in donations for tropical fish. Okay. We are going to need some kind of donation bin then, is what we're going to need. So let's just do a big one in the middle of the room, because who knows what else is going to go in here. And that is going to make it very quick to get those donations. And then getting museum level 10, I mean, I would assume we just need to get more exhibits, right? So we'll just set up an expedition. Oh, we have this place now. Interesting. We do need to unlock this, which we can do. We need a prehistory expert. Wait a minute. This is going to give me dinosaur bones? Interesting. Okay. I'm not quite ready for that. I'm going to be honest. I don't want dinosaur bones yet. What I would like is to go and get a wide tropical net. And then while we're waiting for that to happen, let's just send out a normal expedition for 1 more tropical fish and see what we can get. Do we have you available? We do. You're on break, but you'll live. We'll go into the expedition journal. We'll do this detailed as well and see what we end up with. I'm pretty sure we can get to level 10 here in seconds. It's going to take no time. So I guess we'll take a look and see what we're dealing with this time around. It is another flamboyant fish. I also just noticed the buoyant pun. Oh my God, that's okay. Took me longer to notice than it probably should have. I'm going to be honest with you. That's slightly embarrassing, but you know what? That's fine. Let's send out another expedition here. You have a broken face. I just realized that that's not good. Okay. Sure. We also probably want to get someone that has rapid restoration to bring that exhibit quality debuff out of there, but we'll get there is what we'll do. Let me go for you, I suppose. We'll not worry too much about it. Let me go for the wide tropical net. We'll go for detailed 44 days on that as well. What exactly does a broken face look like? It's okay. Well, fair enough. All right. Oh no, that's a cool looking fish. That's a it's a cool looking fish. We got a starfish, man. That's all right. Oh, and we did the thing. Oh, we're a 1-star museum already. We unlocked the aquarium ruins, the porthole window. Very cool.
We'll check in with Monty Barnett, who's free swimming from Flemington to Flottering after coming up short in his attempt last year. I did share some concerns with Monty that he could be eaten by sea life, but he reminded me that he was fine last year and that it's very unlikely to happen again. So, yeah. Good luck, Monty.
The marine sonar is complete. Now you'll be able to send expedition teams deeper into the 2-point sea. There are already readings on the sonar. They're moving, and they are massive. It would need to be one big clownfish. It's very hard to say what species might live at this unexplored depth. Luckily, there's one surefire way to find out. Oh God. So far, you've only skimmed the surface of the 2-point sea. The fish at this new depth eat our fish for breakfast. Literally. Fish with the pescatarian trait eat other fish, other kinds of smaller fish. Build a new aquarium to keep everyone happy and alive. Okay. Fresh food dispenser. That sounds fun. Water filter too. Ooh. Okay. So we can upgrade this for $5,000. Gives it more filter power. I don't think we need to worry about that right now. I think we're doing just fine. We need to complete an expedition to Marina Junction, display a lionhead fish, unlock Tide Mountain, and run a tour containing 3 exhibits with a rating over 3.0. All right, I think we can do that. I absolutely think we can do that. We also have another really cool starfish to put in there, so we're gonna do that because of course we are. They're really cool looking. They're really cool looking fish. I'm really happy about that. I do want to see that porthole decoration. It was this. So it's just, oh, that's neat. That's very cool. Okay. I like that a lot. That's a pretty cool looking thing. All right. I had no idea what it was, but sure. I am here for it. That's neat. All right. I guess we can leave it there for today is what we can do. This has been a little bit unhinged, but I'm having a lot of fun and I'm hoping you are as well. I would like to very quickly check what we have available to us here because as it turns out, I'm assuming we want to go down here, which is Gulfweed Grove. We would need to analyze a marine life exhibit and also have 3 aquariums with 115 buzz. We have Marina Junction, which requires a fresh food dispenser. So basically, we need to build another aquarium, which is slightly problematic because we don't necessarily have the space. Well, we do have the space, but I was hoping to save that space for something else. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do to unlock that place. This needs to be 4x3. I'm going to build an aquarium across here, I suppose. I guess that's fine. You can come into the place. This is probably too much space that I'm giving to these aquariums, but we're gonna. I've just noticed that this is a kebab. This is a kebab thing. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Sure. Big fish. Fish with the pescatarian trait will eat smaller fish if placed in the same aquarium. The fish come in a variety of sizes. Bigger fish take up more of an aquarium's capacity. Fish size also impacts the number of characteristics. The sea is full of a wide variety of creatures. Be mindful of fish traits as you expand your marine life collection to avoid unwanted marine death. Okay. Okay. That's great. We're gonna avoid killing fish is what we're gonna do. Absolutely going to avoid trying to kill everybody. I would like to set up this aquarium. I know I said we're going to wrap things up and we are still going to do that, but I just want to get this place sort of set up as best I possibly can. I'm also realizing it would probably make sense to move this down here and then maybe just put multiple filters in this one spot, because my thinking of having the aquarium here was that you could like come through this door and you're straight away looking at this aquarium. I think that's kind of cool. So I like that idea. I also love that I can clip these little bits of grass through different things. I think that's very cool. So just being able to hide my my crimes a little bit is a really nice little touch. So we'll do something like this for that area. Just make it look really busy. We have these ruins, which I'm inclined to put right in the middle here to kind of hide the feeder. I think that's pretty cool. We can do like a plant at the back there as well. We'll do some of these guys kind of up front a little bit. Make it look a little bit more overgrown, just so we kind of really bring it together. I wasn't expecting to do a whole bunch of detailing in this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I know I'm not doing that much realistically, but what I am doing, I'm enjoying. So this is pretty cool. I want to get better at detailing in this game as well, because I've seen some of the museums that people make, and mine are awful in comparison. So I'd like to get a little bit better at detailing. I think what we'll do is put this chest kind of up front, because that seems like kind of a cool spot for it. We can do maybe a little bit of coral just at the back there, and a little bit more just here. And that seems good. That's a pretty good looking aquarium. Yeah, I like that a lot. Last thing to do before we do actually wrap things up today is grab this little floor pattern, bring it around the aquarium like this, and that looks solid. I like that a lot. I do. I think that's pretty good. I don't love the workshop right in front of it. I think that's less than ideal, but we'll be fine is what we'll be. We will be fine. We'll put a little bit of an info thing there, and that should be all right. We can get some benches in here at some point as well. We'll get maybe a little cafe or something down this way, but that's going to be our new aquarium, which means we should be able to go on that expedition down to Marina Junction. And to do that, we're going to need a security guard and marine life expert. We aren't going to lose anybody, which is great. That's always good. We can increase the exhibit quality as well if we send Jimmy. If we send someone that can rapidly restore things, we can also, so one of these, we'll either have a better exhibit or a worse exhibit. Good to know. All right, that's, it's good to know. I also don't know if they're tropical or if they are not tropical. I should probably have a look at that. Let me see here. Tropical. Okay. Set up the expedition. We're going to send you. We're taking the wide tropical net. It's going to be detailed for 40 days. And that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.